Hello acrobats and democrats. This video is day 27, 28 and 29 of day trading at 17 years old until a Bugatti. Not literally but figuratively, right? I do that for clout. The point is, I didn't post a video for 3 days because I was going to end it all and, throw away my trading career because I'm such a bad trader. But luckily that didn't happen because today I've discovered something that gives me new hope. And in this video I will talk about which horrible trading performances I had, what I learned from them, and what I'm looking for at the future, as well as actually show some of the setups I've been using and try to explain them towards the end of the video. So I hope you enjoy. As by tradition, I will start with the numbers. We'll start at 14th or day 27. At 14th I took astonishing 207 trades, and I know it's a lot, with 51.21% win rate, and I lost drum roll please, $5,321.50 after fees. That is horrible. That loss is dramatic. How did I lose it? Pretty much in like 2 trades, by averaging down while being on a complete psycho mode. So, psychology mistakes were made. It was stupid. I will talk about the reasons as to why my psychology took such a big dive and how I even, allowed myself to do that, right? On 15th or day 28, I took 97 trades with 48.45% win rate, and I lost a calm $294.20, which is, decent. You can already see the progression from losing 5k to only $300. On 28th, I reset my account back to 10,000, so I would be able to trade one contract like chill and not trade micros, but keep trading minis. And today on day 29 or 16th of August, I took 59 trades with 42.37% win rate that totaled to a $7.48 gain. So almost $7.50 of profits today. So now that you know the numbers, here's the wanted explanation by nobody. So on day 28, some of you might know, most of you probably don't know, but I used to, get hurt by this thing that I wasn't trading with the strategy. I was actually just blindly following my instincts, and it was working out, but I was crying about it in every video, being like, well, I don't actually trade my setups, I don't actually use my, little strategy that I have here. Now the problem is the opposite. Now that I have some concrete rules, I follow them every time, not looking at the quality of the setup or how likely that setup is to work out. So basically, if I'm trading a range breakout, I'm gonna entry long every time it breaks out. And in the markets, how it's been, like very choppy recently, you get cooked 70% of the time. And no matter how good your risk to reward ratio is, it's never gonna work out. Plus, the problem with psychology, when you have 7 losing trades in a row, you're very, you literally start, at least I start shaking and doing all the other kinds of not normal things. But how it reflects in trading is that I take profits early. So I'm trading a range breakout strategy. I entry 5 times at the top of the range and get cooked. I'm down $1,000. And then I entry long and that range breakout happens, right? But instead of taking my profits at the next, resistance level, I take them early to lock in my gains. And then instead of making back the money from 5 trades that I lost in that range, I make money from 1 trade that I lost in that range. So now you see how it doesn't really make sense, right? That's basically how I lost money. And the average down trade. So on day 28 or 15th, I reset my account back to 10,000, and I took a breath in, took a breath out, and tried to approach it more calmly, like lock in, do more calm stuff. And that resulted technically in today. Yesterday I had a talk with a very nice guy on the server, and he recommended to me, he was showing his strategy, and he was using support and resistance levels. And I also originally was using support and resistance levels, and that's where I found most of my success. So I was like, why the fuck not I try use support and resistance levels, including all the knowledge I gained recently, right? And it's been going well. So yes, I'm barely break even again. For the most day I was in the negative. The most positive I was in today was like $9. But this is big progress. The setup works better at higher volatility. So near the market open, near the market close, it actually starts to die down. So with all of that being said, I expect better and better results coming into next week. So now let's finally talk about the things I've been doing, right? I had a couple of, here's the PDF. You could see here. This was made on the 15th, I guess, or before the 15th, or in the morning. And here I have this primary range sweep strategy. Or I just took a fancy name, which is really simple. And another strategy is key level inversion, which isn't really a strategy, it's just a setup based on my beliefs, which I say are a strategy. So examples of range liquidity sweeps are here, 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 here. This is only from yesterday, so only from 15th. Today I didn't catch that. Today I was looking for breakout out of range or re-entry at pack line. So for example, if you see a range breakout, then you could to the downside, then you would be looking to short when the price pulls back for the pack line, which is the volume average, or the most important point of volume, like the most condensed volume is there in a range. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. The other thing is, now if we're explaining my wonderful support and resistance new levels, the purple lines there. The red lines are OG support and resistance, just based on my eye. I draw them like highest price, lowest price, previous prices too. It's generally very messy and not very cool. But if we're looking for support and resistance the way I draw them, they worked best at actually they worked they worked best at near the market open, so at high volume. So here you can see a range, for example, right? And the market has been ranging within these levels. I draw a volume profile there while the market is ranging. After a breakout, I close that volume profile, including the candle of the breakout. Then you see the yellow zone and the gray zone. The support is, I recommend using, and I've been using, footprint charts. So bid-ask volume is called on the TradeOvate, to be able to see where most of the orders are stacked. And then the general idea is that it creates a zone, right? The top line is going to be acting as resistance, and the bottom line is going to be acting as support, or at least is supposed to. Now, the interesting thing is that it doesn't really have to act as support or as resistance, and the zones aren't really accurate. That's where the second setup comes in, which I call the key level inversion, which is when a previous support turns into resistance and previous resistance turns into support after being crossed. Now it actually matters on the amount of times it's being crossed. Now every time pretty much the level is crossed, it starts acting as something new. So for example, here you can see it has a minor pullback and tries even to close above and go back to retest that highest red resistance level, but then it starts acting, so instead of it acting as support, now it starts acting as resistance. So it's very interesting here. You can notice it very quickly. Right, I'll put the arrows on the screen, and that's that. That's basically what I've been doing the past 2 days. That's the setups I've developed. I don't know. Yeah, fucking awkward moment right there. What can I say? There's been a lot of improvement in the past 3 days. I could make these videos. Now I realize that it's Friday, and I could make this 3 separate videos into Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. But whatever, man. Whatever. Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna be working on the setups and trying to improve them as much as I can. I'm gonna make a stream tomorrow and after tomorrow, actually. Re-looking at my trades, re-looking at charts, trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong and what the fuck is right there. You know, where can we see some correlations, marking out some more ranges that I missed or didn't mark out, and stuff like that. So if you subscribe and join the Discord, tune in for the stream. I'll post the link in the Discord. Yeah, that's that. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope this brought in some clarity to 3 people who have been wondering, right? Leave like, subscribe, write comments, check out my Discord. Literally one of the best trading Discords out there, because it's so many beginners there. Actually, everybody's like so chill. Love y'all. Goodbye.